And we say, as of sundown tonight, happy Passover. We've been excited about this. Big holiday weekend between Good Friday right now and Passover and then Easter Sunday. It's all coming together. Joining us to talk about the Passover part of the holiday trifecta, we say hello to Rabbi Wolvovsky of the Harold Rothstein Chabad Jewish Center in Glastonbury. That is a long name for a business card. I don't mind telling you.
You're doing good, Matt. The main thing is happy Passover. Keep it short and keep it happy.
Thank you very much. For those of folks at home who are sitting here going, I've heard of this thing Passover, but all I know is that it means that I can't eat bread for a week. What's the holiday? What's the history behind it?
It means much more than that, although not eating bread is very significant because the bread represents ego, and we're trying to restart our spiritual foundation on a foundation of humility, which is matzah, the flat bread. So it's about not eating bread, but more than that, it's about eating the matzah.
Right.
And that's why we make a special effort to make sure everyone has kosher for Passover matzah. We do distributions free of charge to anyone, hand-baked shmura matzah from Israel.
The real deal.
The real deal, as close as you're going to get to the original. You feel like you're actually leaving Egypt right now and experiencing your own exodus. So if anyone wants to give us a call, we'll set you up with matzah. We'll set you up with a place for a seder.
And we'll get to that phone number in just a second. But let's talk about it, because it's my upbringing to know that there's a handful of real family-based Jewish holidays, and Passover is one of, if not at the top of the list. So this holiday is a great way, obviously, for Jewish families and non-Jewish guests to really come together and really promote that family.
Well, Passover is top of the list, and there's a very simple reason, but also a very spiritual reason. The simple reason is it's the one holiday where the main observance is home-based. In other words, of course we go to synagogue and we pray and all that, but the Seder meal is a family-based meal.
That's right.
So it's time to reunite with family, to touch base on a real basis. And you know, while other times maybe people might not be able to identify with the rituals because it means going into a different environment, and it means maybe adjusting to a language that's not your native language. Seder is different. Seder, you could do it in your own language, at your own pace, at your own home, and you do it, the real way.
Which is what I love about this and what you guys are doing, because it's not, if there are folks who are, like me, I don't have a large part of my family here in Connecticut. They're scattered all across the country. But the initiative that you're doing starting tonight is to really get everyone to a family.
Exactly.
And so if you don't have this family that you can go to, there are other options.
Exactly. We have 23 centers throughout Connecticut, Chabad centers. We open our doors for Passover, but we make it a family-style Seder. So don't think you're coming to some synagogue with many red tape.
Right.
It's not like that. It's welcoming to all, and we really do it in a family style. So the idea really is to celebrate together, to touch base on a real basis, and to that extent, you can do it at home, but if you want to do it with us, we're welcoming you as family.
And that Seder, the dinner will be either tonight, or there will be a number of the 23 places doing a night two.
It's a double
Seder
header
as well. So the number to call is
860-659-2422. 659-2422.
It sounds like he's working a PBS telethon here. The number is at the bottom of your screen, and you can call for this. And you have in front of us the as I call it so lovingly, the real deal matzah.
The real deal matzah, hand-baked shmura matzah from Israel, and we'll do it free of charge just to make it a happier Passover.
But why is that important to have this as opposed to, say, stuff I could buy at the grocery store?
Well, I wouldn't say as opposed. I would say in addition, because the idea here is not to just remember the past, but to experience freedom in the present. So the more we could, really sort of do it in the authentic, real way, I think it's more likely that we'll feel it in our hearts, and we'll perhaps have a freer year than we had in the past year.
Okay, and if you go to one of these events, remember it's BYOGF. Bring your own gefilte fish.
No, I don't give you a Passover hug. Happy Passover.
I'm all for that too. Rabbi, thank you so much. We will take a time out. When we come back, we have much more. Stick around.